Hello, friend. I'm so incredibly excited that you're here. I am continuing my playthrough of this wonderful game called the Talos Principle 2, and I do feel like our journey is coming to an end soon with it, which is quite sad. But I've been a little bit busy since the last time that you saw me here with the last recording. I mentioned in the last one, I believe, that I decided to do some of the the side puzzles and like the puzzles that I had previously like skipped over, just for the sake of mostly like time at this point. Like this episode is going to be something like 32 or something like that, and if I did do all the side puzzles and all the puzzles that I missed, like we'd probably get to part 100 with this playthrough. So, testament to you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around for so many parts thus far. But yeah, I did go back and do some of the puzzles that I hadn't done previously. Let me let me show you actually. If we hop into the capsule over here, you might notice that everything that I can currently do is done. So I the triangle, no, not the triangle, the star puzzles in all of these different worlds. I think I did go back and do all of the star puzzles, and I don't believe I needed any assistance with the star puzzles. I've talked before about like, the different types of star puzzles and my feelings regarding them. Like, I'm not so crazy about the ones where like, you have to go and find the sprite. Like, for me, that doesn't feel like a puzzle. It's kind of like calling like hide and go seek a puzzle. Like, I don't really feel like that's the case. So those were like, easy, straightforward, just a matter of like finding and following. What I did really enjoy were the ones where you had to send a beam from like across the world and get it into the input on the statues. Those, some of them were really challenging, especially there were like a couple where like I one of the last ones that I did, maybe in this western region possibly, there was one where like there wasn't even an input on the box, so that definitely took some outside the box thinking. But yeah, so I really enjoyed those puzzles. For the other puzzles that I maybe previously tried, like the main puzzles, and just didn't wasn't able to complete at the time, I did go back and do those as well. And complete honesty, like some of them I was able to do myself. There were like several puzzles where it was like, gosh, how did I not solve that the first time? But I think, just when you're doing so many puzzles back to back, your brain just gets so cluttered and you don't see what can be right in front of you. So I think in that regard, it can be nice to just like step away and come back to stuff. Whereas there were other puzzles with, the main puzzles and the triangle ones where like I absolutely needed some assistance. So big like shout out to there's a guide on the Steam community from a user named Stoffalophagus. And I found that guide really helpful. It just offered like hints and stuff to kind of point you in the right direction of like, okay, this is how you solve this puzzle. I did take some notes on some of the puzzles that I went back to. I'll tell you about like a couple of them. West 1, which is the Western Delta. Puzzle 5 in there, I was able to go back and solve on my own. My notes on it, I wrote, how did I not get that the first time? Super simple, only like 3 steps, very easy. Whereas like there were other ones like in South 2, Verdant Canyon. That was the one, I think it was called lateral thinking. I did need assistance on that one. That was the one where like it was the huge like gravity wall, and you kind of had to like flip back and forth between different gravities. I said the second red input was a red herring, had to put the laser on the edge and reach the blue beam, and blue input. A relatively easy puzzle, but like just I've played games before where it does involve different like gravities, like gravity shifts and being on different planes, and just for some reason my brain does not work in that capacity. Like some people like understand it very easily, but just yeah, it so that was one that I struggled on. So if there's any particular puzzle that you guys are like have been watching this playthrough and you're like wondering like, oh, like how did this one go for you when you went back to it, let me know down in the comments, and I can let you know how it went for me. So yeah, I think we have like all of the main puzzles, all the triangles, all the stars. And oh, another thing too, while I was going back to solve some of these puzzles, I got this notification from Melville, and it says gold puzzle activation. I'm basing this on Athena's descriptions of the simulation and what little sense I've managed to make of the megastructure systems. I think the gold puzzles are meant to open up when every other puzzle has been solved. So that was kind of something that like prompted me to go back and do like some of the main puzzles that I had missed as well, and that kind of deal. Because originally I had planned on just doing like the star puzzles that I missed and that kind of thing. But yeah, it says solving them will lead to something. In the simulation, trying to solve every puzzle instead of trying to defy Elohim was actually negative. No idea if the same applies here. In any case, I suspect the puzzles won't open up until Byron logged out. They represent the highest level of security and undoubtedly hide something important. And as long as an unauthorized user is logged in, the system will stay in some degree of lockdown. So I don't think there's anything that we can do with that right now, but we are being prompted to head back to the megastructure. I want to say too, over at the megastructure, oh, I didn't mean to leave here. I want to say back at the megastructure, wasn't that like that golden gate there? I'm wondering if that is tied to Byron
always called me a pessimist, but I don't think it's pessimistic to recognize
solving all the puzzles as well.
Or to think the natural world is just as valuable as we are.
But I might check that
again.
If I was
pessimistic, I wouldn't believe that we can turn our back on the old ways, or that we can find happiness in humility. But I do. I have hope, even if Byron could never see it that way.
I wonder if being trapped in a simulation or in, you know, the hive mind of some kind of computer like he has been will shift his perspective at all. I wonder like if he's been conscious, like how all that's been working for him, you know? Oh, wow. Oh, friends. It's nighttime. I don't know if we've ever been here at night before. Gosh, it's like beautiful with all the lasers. Goodness, look at them coming from all different directions. That green one over there looks like broken. Is it supposed to be doing that? Y'all notice that too? That doesn't look right. Okay. Well, it looks. I don't think there's a green laser going to that side. Well, okay. We'll figure that out. Yeah. What I did want to do before going in the helicraft was I wanted to go over this way. Yeah. Over to where the star is over here. So I remember going here like once or twice more towards the beginning of my playthrough, and I kind of like forgot about it. I wanted to check it out now that I've done like some more puzzles, see if I still have to wait for something to like unlock, maybe for us to like go in the megastructure once more. It's so intimidating, especially at nighttime. I think the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights on there right now. Maybe the last time that I came here, I had only solved 6 stars. So it's been a while. I've got a few more now. it's beautiful.
My theory accounts for everything. It explains every aspect of the cosmos. There are no gaps, no errors, not even ambiguities. And it works, which is the ultimate proof. I can calculate the history of the universe from the Big Bang to the death of the last atom, but when I compare my calculations to the available data, there's one point which consistently doesn't match up. Billions of light years away in the void, there's an anomaly. It's been there since before the beginning of time, and I think it's waiting for us.
What do you mean it's waiting for us? Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. The Edge of Forever. Discover a vision of things to come. Wow. Well, that was pretty cool. I was like low-key like wondering if I accidentally like triggered like an ending there for a second. Man. Oh man. Wow. We didn't get any like more like data from that, did we? Like social media. I was right. I knew it. It is aliens. Take that, everyone who doubted me. It's friggin' aliens. It may be aliens, but it's so far away that it isn't going to matter for several billion years, if it ever does. Nevertheless, I knew it would be aliens eventually, and I was right. For a very broad definition of right. Let him have it. So I guess maybe just like a little like secret little cutscene I guess you can have for completing all the stars there. Huh, okay. Alright, well, it was interesting. I wonder like if anything else will come of it, but that was interesting. Interesting. Okay, alright. And I got an achievement, so that's always nice too. So, yeah, I see that golden gate icon here in the megastructure area 2 on my HUD, on my compass. But I don't think I'm gonna like bother with going to that right now, since Melville did explicitly say that, heck it, we're right over here. We might as well. But Melville did like say that we probably have to go to the megastructure again. This one, interestingly, doesn't have any lights on it. And it has, 12, like, orbs? There are 12 worlds, right? 12 different maps that we went to. So, perhaps we need to go to the individual golden gates in those maps and then come back to that one. Ugh. I'm like, yeah, we're like close to the ending with this game. Might not be. Oh, wait. Oh, wrong one. I was like, hold up. Hey there.
1K, a word please.
Huh?
Without the streaming.
Am I in trouble?
I'm afraid your choices have put me into a difficult position. Belief in the goal was already waning, but your revelation in the Somnodrome may have given it the final blow.
It was the truth. Then why didn't you stop me from using the Somnodrome?
Because I wanted you to understand what it means to be in that position. To have everyone looking to you for answers, for guidance. Look, let me speak plainly for a moment. You and I both know that I exaggerated. I built a myth around Athena that does not reflect what she believed. But you have to understand, it wasn't really about her. It was about what the city needed. It was about keeping us together, invested in a common narrative. And it was about preventing us from going the way of our ancestors. Because temptation is real, and our flaws are still the same.
Now, in a way, he sounds like the preachings of Elohim. So you admit that the goal is a myth.
A myth, but a necessary one. I'm not a fanatic or a fool, 1K. although I sometimes play one. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I know I can't stop you from trying to save Byron, but what's in that pyramid could destroy everything I've tried to build.
The myth of the goal must be preserved to prevent us from repeating the mistakes of our ancestors. I share your fear of the theory of everything, but we can't build the future on a lie. Your myth is strangling our entire species, Herman. You can shove your goal where the sun don't shine. Like I genuinely do believe that he had good intentions, I think. I genuinely believe that like he believes that this is going to destroy our entire existence. And so that like in that regard, like he did what he thought was like for the good of everyone. Do I agree with like the manner that he went about doing it? Not necessarily. I'll say this, the myth is strangling our species.
Don't think I haven't considered it. I listened to those Alexandra Drennan recordings over and over. I just don't know if she was right about us. But maybe I did lose my way. Very well. I've done what I could. You do as you must. Good luck.
You know, like, throughout this whole process, I haven't been a huge fan of Hermanubis. And you know, his way of doing things and that kind of deal. But, like, the interaction that we had there, like, I feel like I do have, like, a newfound, like, respect for him. Like, just kind of understanding where he's coming from. But him also being, like, open to, like, where we're coming from. I think at the end of the day, when you have, like, differing opinions with somebody, like, that's how it should be. Like, being able to have, like, a civil conversation about things, even if you come to the conclusion that, like, you're never going to agree on it. So yeah, I have respect for the dude. As long as he doesn't, like, end up, like, trying to kill us.
Yep.
Well, what about protocol?
Screw protocol. It's Byron.
Let's go get our boy. Oh, okay, alright. I'm seeing the green laser now. Just the way that it was flashing, it looked like it was going out, and I saw, like, only the beam that was going down. I'm like, it's not even going to the megastructure. We're good. Look at the reflection on the water of the beams. Isn't that cool? Wow. I don't know if it was a good idea to fly, like, straight through the beam, though. I feel like I would mess something up. I would worry about that. But hey, I'm not the one flying. Oh boy, in we go. Something about this, like, feels so final. Oh gosh, it's so cool. Ooh, whoa. Oh, it's like West 2 all over again? Wow. Oh, amazing. Oh, it's like it's a tree there. It looks so out of place. Was there a person there? Was there a person next to that tree? It looked like a red person almost. Almost like Byron. Am I seeing things? It just went by so quickly and it was so small. I don't see anybody now. I could swear. Okay. All right. Hello, you. Are you here to show me the way?
Sprite, and it will show you the way to your friend.
Oh, okay.
Do as he says. We went through a lot of trouble to get this guy out of his chains. Now it's his turn to help.
This seems a little dangerous. Okay. So I know he says follow my sprite, but there's like a door over there that I'm really curious about. What if? Is it locked? Okay, we can't even go anyway. Okay. And this I'll just continue following then.
This way.
Yes, sir.
You must free him.
Byron?
He cannot free himself.
I knew I saw him over here. I did. Byron. Did that work?
What's happening?
Oh, Byron! Is that us?
I'm out. Oh, my friend, the things that I saw, the power of this machine. The depth of her grief.
Oh.
Come on, follow me. I have to show you something.
Okay.
I thought all of this was deliberate. Athena testing us to see if we're worthy of her invention. I wanted to believe that she had a plan. In my own way, I mythologized her as much as everyone else. I never thought she might feel confused, lonely, uncertain. And what's the most human thing to do when you feel lost and sad and you have no idea what to do next? You take a nap. Here, listen.
If I give them the machine, if I convince them of its power, we could finally build the world Alexandra imagined. The world Miranda deserved.
The machine? Is she talking about the
The
Somnodrome?
world we all deserve, even the worst of us. We could take stewardship of this planet. We could explore the stars. We could give meaning to the universe.
Maybe like the airship that they were building?
If you embrace the knowledge of the flame, you can bring light into the darkness.
But what if they make the same mistakes again? What if selfishness and stupidity win out again? What if they take my machine and turn it into a weapon?
It's kind of creepy.
What if they act like children and burn the planet?
The secrets of the flame are not for ordinary mortals to know. You cannot overcome your sinful nature.
Do you see what's happening? It's her. It's all her. Everything we're seeing is Athena. Her every hope, her every fear, all of her
They're like
memories
manifestations
and
of her.
contradictions brought to life by the machine. A dream given form expressed in the language of her childhood. A world of puzzles and towers.
No, what can I do? How do I make this decision? There has to be an answer. There has to be a way of making sure it's the right choice. It can't just be a leap of faith.
There are no answers, creature of clay. Every question leads to another.
She's not waiting for us to prove ourselves before she helps us. She needs us to help her. We have to wake her up.
Wow. Okay.
Whoops.
Oh.
System is still stabilizing. Maybe we'd better get out. Come on.
What do you mean, come on? You come on. I was like, I am not leaving Byron behind again. Byron, I would really prefer you get ahead of me so like I know that you are here. Yeah, you don't slow down for my sake. Come along, big guy. Wow. Is he already ahead? Yeah, okay, alright. Glad you're keeping up, Byron. This is the door that I saw before.
No,
No?
cannot allow this.
What do you... Whoa! Whoa. Oh! Act 5. Full Fathom 5. Excuse me?
You have suffered a grievous injury, my child.
Yeah, you could say that.
Do not lose faith. Your companions have not forgotten you, and it is through the bonds that you have forged that you will be saved.
Whoa. It's like the beginning all over again. Good morning.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Thank
For
you.
a while there, I thought we might have to reset you.
Oh, thank goodness they didn't. What happened to me?
We think you and Byron got hit by some kind of energy discharge.
Yeah, you could say that.
Knocked both of you out.
Oh,
Alcatraz, Melville, and Yakut went looking for you, but you were hard to find, and even harder to fix.
is Byron
It's
okay?
been several weeks.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
He's fine, don't worry.
Oh. What's the situation in New Jerusalem?
A lot has changed. While you were asleep, the idea of the goal cracked and then broke. People decided they wanted change. They wanted the ideals of Athena, not the founder. A better world of growth and exploration, but without the mistakes of the past. And so they turned to Byron, who never wavered in his beliefs. He's mayor now.
Oh.
The question is, what do you plan to do now?
What is Herman Opus doing now, I wonder? We have to go back to save Athena.
And what about the theory of everything?
We have to embrace the future. We have to shut down the megastructure. We're not ready for it. We have to destroy it before it destroys us. Say... Oh. Let's embrace the future.
If that's your choice, you should speak to Byron. He's waiting for you outside.
Thank you for everything.
We're all in this together, 1K.
So,
One way or another.
I wonder if, like, your choice there, A New Beginning, helped Byron get elected mayor. I thought he already was mayor. Oh, wait, no. We did get him elected mayor. That's the achievement. Don't mind me. So, I wonder if, like, our choice there, you know, to, like, embrace the future or shut down the megastructure, if that actually is, like, there are multiple different endings. Byron.
Hello, 1K.
Hi. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
It's still strange when people call me that. You know, it's funny. Asking you to come along on the expedition was an impulse, but it was probably the most momentous decision I made. You changed everything. But the story's not over yet.
We have to save Athena.
We do. She gave everything she had for this city. And I don't think any of us really understood it. Not even me. We all tried to turn her into a prophet when she was just a human being.
What did you see while you were stuck in the system? What do we do now? I'm curious about this.
Athena's dreams. A recursive loop of hopes and fears. And my own foolishness. For thinking I had been abandoned. When I had been given a chance to grow up. To stand for my own ideas.
So what do we do?
Well, luckily this time we shouldn't have any trouble getting another expedition approved. I hear the mayor is a big fan of Athena and is very interested in her theory of everything.
Oh, is that so?
In fact, I think he's having a VTOL prepared as we speak.
How convenient.
It's just one thing you have to take care of first.
Which is?
Speak to Melville and Yakut. They were part of the beginning, they can be part of the end, if they want to. I'll take care of the rest.
We'll see you later, Byron. Gosh, how beautiful. It'd be so sad to leave this place. Ow. Oh, that New Jerusalem over there. And isn't this like where the ending of the first game? I was wondering where they like set up shop. It really wasn't that far from it. Right. Let's go see our friends.
You're going back, aren't you?
We are. We can't leave Athena trapped.
But you're not going to shut the machine down, are you?
No?
Then let me just say this, okay? I understand what you believe in. I really do. I've always respected your vision of the future, Byron. It's beautiful. It's moving. But just consider that maybe there is another way. A way that is more humble and maybe less exciting, but no less beautiful. Just consider that maybe that machine doesn't have any answers for us. None that really matter. We don't need a theory of everything to be happy.
It was never just about happiness, Hal. But thank you for your honesty.
I have love for Alcatraz too. I think he's a good guy. I totally see why he feels the way he does. I agree with him in some ways. Yeah, just everybody here has been really cordial about what they believe, and I just love that everybody can discuss it respectfully with one another.
All right, I'll see you at the VTOL.
Sounds good. All right, we need to find Melville and Yakut.
Things are finally getting better.
Aw, we're making a difference.
Attention all citizens. A scavenging expedition to the western ruins will set out next week.
Oh.
If you'd like to participate, please get in touch with Garrus.
Wonder if we can say hello to anyone else, listen in on any conversations. I feel like I'm getting emotional. I'm gonna be so sad to leave this behind. Purple.
Hey, dude, nice to see you again. Glad you made it.
What do you think should be done about the megastructure? How do you feel?
Strange things are afoot, dude. Life is gonna change. I can feel it. Could be good, could be bad. We'll see.
Yeah, so tell me about the megastructure.
Honestly, dude, I don't have a clue. I don't really understand all this philosophical stuff, but you've had all these awesome, mind-blowing experiences, so you know what? I trust you to make the right choice.
Oh, well, have a nice day, dude. Purple. See one of our friends over here.
1K! You're back on your feet. One of which I fixed, by the way.
Thanks, Melville. I'm going back to the megastructure. Will you come with me?
Of course I will. I think I might want this even more than you do.
Oh, okay.
I want to explore. I want to build. I want to be more than this grumpy old mechanic going through the motions. I want to live.
Aww. Then meet me at the VTOL.
See you there.
Alright. On to Yakut. Trying to take in everything one more time. You see someone over here that has something to say to us.
A lot's changed since you last walked the gardens, 1K.
The city's growing. I'm growing. The plants are growing. Sorry, I'm not interested in this.
Exactly. Would you like to know a secret?
What you got for me?
A long time ago, Doge may have mentioned a mysterious fifth friend of hers. I am that friend. You've demonstrated how much you want to share your compassion with the world. Well, welcome to the team.
Aww.
In case you ever need it, the code phrase is Moral Compiler Disco. You're not alone, 1K. Whatever you decide to do next.
Aww, Chansey. Like him. Like him. You okay, big friend? Oh, can't talk to them right now. I hope they're alright. Hey, let's go over this way. Hiya, Coots.
I'm really glad you made it, 1K.
Me
For
too.
a while, I really thought even Neath couldn't fix you.
I'm going back to the megastructure. Will you come with me?
Yes. I thought about it a lot, but we need the theory of everything. We can't keep hiding from the future. We have to have a little faith, not in technology, but in people, in ourselves.
I'll see you at the VTOL.
All right, I'll get ready.
Depart to the megastructure. It's gonna be so sad to leave. But goodness, it's been beautiful. Trying to take it in for what could be our last time.
Good to see you, 1K.
Good to see you too. For having me back. Going the right way, aren't I? This is the way I came originally. I think so. Maybe? Possibly? I don't see... Oh, I was about to say, I don't see the people playing outside anymore. I do. They're over there. Okay. Alright. Go. Oh. We ever got to go in this door, did we? I really want to.
Welcome back, 1K. Glad to see you're doing better.
Thanks, Damien. How's Byron handling his new position?
Surprisingly calmly. He knows what he's doing and he's gonna get the job done. He did have to kick out a few people, but he was a lot nicer about it than I would have been.
Are you working for Byron now?
I'm still doing the same job I did before, but Byron's removed some of the layers of bureaucracy, so we communicate more directly now and we have more choices in how we deal with problems.
What happened to your strike?
Well, it's hard to believe, but we won. Turns out that does happen.
What do you think about the theory of everything?
I think it's only the beginning. Athena hasn't even scratched the surface of what you could do with it, and that's fine, she's just one person. The really interesting stuff is going to start happening when you give this power to the people, when every citizen can bring their own ingenuity to it.
I have to go. Nice chatting with you.
"1K, it's a pleasure to see you back on your feet. Everyone was quite worried about you. And I'm very glad you've decided to side with Byron.
How's the situation in the city?
We've finally started fixing stuff again. Byron has given people a sense of purpose and dignity. Not everyone is happy, but if you return with Athena and the theory of everything, I think this is going to be a golden age.
I hope so. How are you?
I feel hope, 1K.
Aww.
Real, proper hope. We can transform the world. We can lessen suffering. It's going to happen, thanks to you.
How's Patricia?
She's well, thank you. I hope that with the theory of everything, we'll be able to extend her life. She deserves immortality no less than we do.
I should get going.
Good luck, my friend.
Oh, my friend. In we go.
I'm glad you're all here. I wish Al could come too, but he believes what he believes. Yakut, please take us up.
Aye, aye, Mr. Mayor, sir.
Don't do that.
Of course. Mr. Mayor, sir, I won't.
I'm switching to sleep mode.
Aww, I don't want to sleep. I want to see all of this.
I have only one thing to ask of you, my child. When at last you find yourself before Athena, be gentle to my old friend. The weight of the world was placed on her shoulders, and if she failed to carry it, it was because no one can carry such a burden alone.
We're back.
Alright, 1K, you're in charge now.
Looks especially
If you want to
magical
explore,
with the
make sure we
the
didn't miss
moon
anything
out.
out there. Go ahead. When you're ready, let us know, and we'll head into the megastructure.
Oh, sounds good. Okay. Wait, so now that like Byron is out, do you think that we can access those golden gates? Oh boy. Got some notifications, quite a few actually.
There seem to be more puzzles per cluster than necessary to gain access to the tower. I wonder what happens if you solve all of them.
Social media, we've got 4 things. City news. Axiothea says, in addition to the previously announced new scouting and scavenging expeditions and the reactivation of the abandoned mining and factory projects, Mayor Byron has asked citizens to submit ideas for other possible undertakings, which are to be discussed at the next public assembly after Mayor Byron returns from the megastructure. Places of belonging, New Jerusalem. Oh, how beautiful. I yearn for a city that does not yet exist. It is a wealthy city, abundant, prosperous, full of life and energy. But its prosperity is not like that of the old cities of old, and then gilded layer over a cesspool of misery. Sorry if you guys hear like scratching. It's it's my doggo. Ben, what are you doing, Bubba? You got some itchies? No, its riches are deep. They permeate its every street. They fill it with depth and texture. It's a city of delights, of secrets, of surprises, always growing, always changing, and every citizen partaking of its joys as well as its tragedies. I do not think that this is the last city, the one where our journey will end. I think it is the first. The Tower, new poem. Mesh says, there's a tower waiting for me. I see it on the horizon, and every day it grows closer. It has been a companion on my journey, but I fear the day I will reach it. For I have loved this road, and the fields and the hills it has shown me. But the tower awaits, and I can only hope that from its heights I will see other roads and other towers, and dream of journeys yet to come. Gosh, like so many of those words are like exactly what I'm feeling right now. Like coming to the end of this game, it's like, gosh, it's been a journey to get to this point, but now that you're at the point, it's like I don't want to be here. Thank you, Amesh. I find your words deeply moving. Beautiful work. This poem makes me feel happy. This poem makes me feel strangely sad. I find this poem moving, but I don't know why. I don't really get poetry. That's not unexpected. I felt a kind of sadness when I wrote it too, but I also felt hope. I don't get it, and sort of wish I did, but poetry always leaves me confused. That's pretty common, Pellegrino, and nothing to be ashamed of. We're often taught to treat poetry like a secret message which only some people can decipher. But poetry is really a kind of music. It's not an intellectual pursuit, not something to be analyzed or dissected. It needs to be felt, to be spoken, to be sung. If you find the melody in the words, you will understand it. Ustinov on optimism. Damien says, I think pessimism is completely out of date. I think that's a romantic indulgence. I don't think anyone can afford to be pessimistic anymore. I mean, there's so much that can go wrong. Optimism is the only thing possible anymore. I've always thought that an optimist was a person who knew exactly how sad a place the world could be, and a pessimist is a man who finds out anew every morning. That's the real difference. No, I'm obviously optimistic because you simply have to be. It's an obligation to be optimistic. Peter Ustinov, co-star of the Talos Principle 1961. I think they mentioned like that is like it's a movie. I really need to look into it. Let me like write that down. Talos Principle movie. 1961. I'll have to see if it's on any like streaming services. To me, this sounds exactly like what Alexander Drennan would have believed. That's why I ultimately decided to support Byron. I think he understands how sad the world is, but also remains optimistic. You'll be disappointed. People always disappoint you in the end. Okay, Ovis. You misunderstood the entire point of the quotation, Ovis. That disappointment is already baked into the concept of optimism. Optimism is knowing people like you exist that have hope anyway. Ouch. True, though. Byron, what you got to say?
What can I do for you, 1K?
What's it like to be mayor?
It feels surprisingly good. I spent so many years just talking about change, but I never really tried to actually put myself in a position where I could make a difference. Noble failure is overrated, if you ask me. Better to actually win.
What are your priorities?
What matters most is just to get people active again. Building, exploring, imagining. Giving each of them a chance to contribute, but also to grow as individuals. Some philosophers have claimed that you can either maximize freedom or security. I've always thought that was a failure of imagination. Or perhaps courage. In fact, the two are intertwined, and we have to maximize both.
Do you think things might still go wrong?
Of course. Faith in humanity doesn't have to be blind faith, 1K. The future isn't going to be a utopia, but it will be better. And not just a little bit.
Will your friendship with Alcatraz be okay?
In the long run, I think we'll be fine.
I think so too.
He can't imagine the world we're trying to build. But when he sees it with his own eyes, I think he'll come around.
I should go. Oh, I thought Yakut had something to say too. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Hey, 1K. Anything I can do for you?
How are you feeling?
There's still some part of me that's afraid that things will go wrong. I don't know if I can ever really shake that, but I do feel hopeful. I think things are finally going to get better.
What's up with those puzzles with the golden gates?
I'm not sure. There seems to be one per site. Maybe they open up when you complete the rest of them? I've only had a brief look at them with the drone, and they look complicated. But maybe that's just me. You know how I am with puzzles.
Thanks, I have to go. I think I have to go and explore some other puzzles. Solve the remaining puzzles, yeah. Optional.
Yes?
What do you think about the situation in New Jerusalem?
Now that Byron's in charge, I feel less stuck. The city is coming back to life, and I can do things that matter. Feels good.
So everything that surrounds us is a dream printed into reality.
Well, that explains the discrepancies between all those schematics you found and the actual megastructure. It's all been transformed by Athena's dream. No wonder it was driving me potty. Driving me potty? What kind of bizarre idiot came up with that expression? I'm serious. The moment we're done with this, I'm going to sit down and update the language libraries. And I'm going to put in every swear word in every language ever invented.
What did you do while I was being repaired?
After Byron woke up, he enlisted me for his campaign. He said I was the only one who could really explain just how broken New Jerusalem really is. I think this might have been the first time people actually really listened to me.
I should get back to work. Alright, so, it does indeed say that the remaining puzzles are optional. However, knowing me, anything that is an option must be pursued. So I guess we'll start with what was like the first like area that we went to? Was it the east? I think it was the eastern part that we went to first. I think the Grassland Rings East 1 was the first one. So I'm gonna go to East 1 and check out the Golden Gate. I'm a bit nervous. It could express that this would be complicated, which I wouldn't expect anything less from, you know, what could be the grand finale, the granddaddy of all puzzles, right? I want to say that the signpost will tell me what direction it's in. Never mind. There's I can see it on my HUD. I think we're gonna have to go through here first, though. Yeah, this way. It's quite strange being back here at the beginning. I did come back here to do one of the star puzzles that I found, or that I missed, I want to say. And while I was here too last time, I did find a another Prometheus flame. I want to say it was like right around here. So it's kind of nice to come back to areas that you'd previously been at, but kind of look at it in a different light and find things that you previously missed. Are open. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going in. Jumpstart is the name of this puzzle. Okay, all right. Okay, we are starting with a connector. I have a blue power source. We also have a button over here. Let me take this, place it on the button. Over here, we have a red input, a red power source, another red input, a fan that we can detach, and a cube. Okay, all right. This wall looks really low. I can't like jump over it, right? Okay, I can't jump over it, but you can like see over it. All right. So if I manage to get a red power there, then we can get that other connector. So what I'll do is I'll replace this connector with this cube. We'll take this and do, oop. I'll just go ahead and activate that for hex and giggles. So if I had like a connector on a cube here, we would have visual of the blue power source. Also that red connector over there, or that red input too. So that would be a way for us to get the red power over there. Okay. Oh, an RGB converter. Interesting. All right. I'm gonna use that to open up that for a moment. And then I'm going to take this. Connect that. Let's do that. And what did you open up? You opened up another RGB converter? Wow, okay. All right. Yes. So we need to get we need to get green power over here to open this up. And I do want to say that we could see the green from there. Not gonna knock this off. Ooh, actually we don't have visual on the green because it's blocked by a prison wall, some barriers. All right, so we're gonna need the red power and the blue power with an RGB converter. It's so interesting that there's two of these. I'm feeling a bit confused about that. All right, all right. All right, let's connect that and this. I'm just gonna let them chill there for a second. Let me just disconnect things from you. And I think I'm starting to understand the problem a little bit. So this gets green there. However, like I need like a connector at this point to get that green, but all I have left is an RGB converter. Okay. Trying to think. I feel. How do I feel? If I connect that, it gives that green power. So like I could do that and make it red. Does that help me in any way? Like it does. If I instead got the connector once again on the cube, we could give it red power or we could give it blue power. So then I would be left with RGB converters. If I gave it red power, then on this side, I could use an RGB converter to make it green. I think that could work. I think that could work. So let let you chill there. And I'm gonna stop that. Take you. So now we can actually power this. Okay. And then, now that this has green, and I reach both? Oh, I have to, it's not both, it's all three. Oh. Guys, it's close. So it's gotta be pushed up a little bit so it can see that. But also the blue. And also the green over there. And I don't think it can do all of them, can it? The concept is there, but oh, they knew what they were doing, those little hex. Wow, gosh. Oh. One piece that I keep thinking about is the fact that we can detach the fan. I'm just trying to think how that could benefit. So if I connect all three, it makes it green again. But no, I can't connect all three, that's the problem, right? You look like you are so close to being able to reach everything. I was playing around with the idea of if the fan was actually a red herring, if I didn't need to send a beam to that red input, but when I was playing around with that, that didn't seem to be working out for me, sadly. It's got the only color inputs that or power sources that we have are red and blue, so I connect it to the connector, it's going to turn green. If I send it to the RGB converter, it's going to have a green side to it, but then we need to do something else. What else could do? That has green. If I connect this to the blue, we'll make red. Which, about to say can reach this. Probably should have put that other connector in a different spot. Okay, so now that one is powering... Oh, did I screw that up? Oh, thankfully not. So now this RGB converter is powering that. So I have the connector freed up. Ooh, okay. Boop and boop. Oh, just had to do like a little bit of some flippy floppies there.
Okay. I've been watching you for some time.
Cornelius!
Sorry to be so mysterious, but I was unsure as to your intentions. There are people who would prefer Athena to stay where she is. I believe the puzzle you just solved is part of something hidden deep inside Athena's dream.
Oh.
Hidden even from herself.
Oh.
If you're willing to keep going, I think I know where this leads. And it could change everything for us.
Oh boy, oh, man.
Cornelius would turn up sooner or later. If you can help him, 1K, please do.
I'm gonna do my darndest. But friends, that is definitely going to have to be a wrap for this episode. I really want to get these Golden Gate puzzles before we move on to the megastructure for what could actually be the last time. So I don't know if we'll be able to do all 7 in our next episode, but I do foresee maybe like only like 1 or 2 episodes left. Thanks so much for sticking around this far into it. Not too much left to go. Until next time, friends. See you then.